Hello and welcome back to Forge TV's coverage of the Rugby Union as part of Varsity 2022. My name is John Gilding and I'm joined here at Hallam Sports Park by Katia Whitney and Jamie Mountain. Earlier on, Sheffield Men's, Uni of Sheffield Men's beat Sheffield Hallam 85-12. It's an absolute walkover, and now we've got the coverage of the women's game to bring to you now. I'll come to you, Jamie, first. What are your thoughts on the Hallam side coming into this game?
Well, I think this is going to be a much tighter affair than the men's game was. Totally different game, of course, but the Hallam side going into this game, interesting one. They've had a really good season so far. They're currently sitting second in their league, having scored a huge number of points. That's the 463 points difference I think they're sitting on, and they've only let in 77. So it's going to be a really solid defence I'm expecting from the Hallam team, definitely.
On the Hallam team?
Yeah, on the Hallam team.
Yeah, well, I agree with what Jamie said. They've had a really, really good season. And even though they're sitting below the Uni of team in terms of league, they're in the tier below, the Uni of teams definitely shouldn't take this for granted as a win. I think it'll be a really hard-fought game, and I think Hallam could really spring a surprise on this one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to watch some of Uni's key players go up against the seemingly really solid defence of Hallam. So we've been told by those in the know down on the sidelines that some of the ones to watch are Uni's number 2, Maria Trudery, the captain, Taylor Coates, at number 8, and their 10, Katrina Jameson. And actually, I think the battle of the 10s between Jameson and Rosa Bryant, the Hallam captain at 10, is going to be a really interesting one to watch, because Hallam have scored so many points, and that's got to come from somewhere, and 10 plays such a crucial role in a lot of those plays. So I think that's definitely going to be where the fireworks are.
And what are your thoughts on Sheffield's season, Uni of season, sorry, so far?
Sheffield are obviously having quite a good season being in the tier above, but they're middle of the table, number 3 out of 6. It's not like they're setting the league alight. And whilst they probably on paper are the favourites to win this, they definitely shouldn't be taken for granted. It's not going to be a walkover like we saw in the men's game, where there was such a gulf in class, really. These two teams, I think, could be pretty evenly lined up, and I think we're going to be in for a really good game of rugby tonight.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Really looking forward to it. I think, like Katia says, it's going to be very tight. It's going to be hard fought. I'm expecting to see quite an even forwards battle, actually. The two packs looking fairly decent there. So I think if people aren't watching it already, then they definitely should be. They definitely should be. We'll hopefully get a few more supporters around once it kicks off.
Yeah, lovely warm evening for it as well.
Indeed. Under the lights, yeah. The sun's just going down now. They're going to be under the lights. That all adds to that intensity of the atmosphere. So really looking forward to this.
So you named Uni of as your favourites to win.
Actually, I'm backing Hallam on this
Oh,
one.
right,
Yeah,
okay,
I think
okay.
Hallam could really spring a surprise here.
And Jamie, who's your favourite?
It's such a tough one to call.
Yeah.
I know they're in. Uni's in a higher league. Only one higher, but Hallam have just been on fire in theirs, and so who knows? Who knows where the dice are going to fall? I think we might see a Hallam upset here.
All right.
I think we might see a Hallam upset.
Can I grab a score prediction from you both?
I think it'll be tight.
Yeah.
It'll be tight. I'm not gonna. I can't say what the score will be, but I can see a low-scoring match. But I think it'll definitely be tight.
I'm going to push you for some numbers that we can come. I'm pushing you for some numbers that we can come back to during the game.
Come on, nail your colours to the mast.
I would say that Hallam. It'll be 3 tries to Hallam, 2 tries to Uni of.
Okay.
Jamie?
I think it's. I want it to be a really high-scoring match, but I think the defences are going to be pretty tight here. So I think it'll be fairly low to middling. I'm going to say 24-18 to Hallam.
You've actually given numbers.
Yeah, I'm giving numbers. I'm giving numbers.
Right.
There we go. 24-18.
Well, we'll check back in on those.
See how it's going at
half-time.
half-time.
See how we're going.
Definitely.
Watch it now be 85-90 at half time, something like that.
Oh,
Well,
God,
Ridiculous.
no.
That'd be a great scoreline. And how have you guys enjoyed the return of Varsity so far? Have you enjoyed your day here at Hallam Sports Park?
It's been really good. Really enjoyed it. The fans have come in their droves. I don't know if you can hear the atmosphere, but I can certainly hear the atmosphere coming in from outside. And the teams have been really, really well supported, and it's great to see that inter-university competition coming back. I think people have really missed it. I've spoken to a couple of people, and they said they really missed it, and they always look forward to this event. So it's great to have it back.
This is actually my first time at any varsity competition, but I'm really enjoying it. It's really good competition, great atmosphere. Yeah, it's really good. Love the competitivism, love the chants, love everything. Fantastic day.
There are some good chants. So some of them more broadcastable than others.
Yeah.
But it's always good to see that rivalry flaring.
Yes. I was watching some lacrosse earlier, and there was quite a noise going up around whenever I'm going to say a goal happens. I'm not convinced
Not the
that
world's
it's a
biggest
goal.
lacrosse expert.
No, but it was enjoyable all the same. I had no idea what was going on, but it was brilliant fun.
You might be this time next year.
Oh, I will be, yeah.
It was really well supported, and I can't quite see the crowd down there at the rugby pitch, but I feel like the numbers are going to start growing very shortly as we get towards kickoff.
I think we're competing with men's football at the minute for
yeah,
fans.
bit of a shame that, because football's always, for some reason, not my sport, but for some reason football's always much better attended than rugby, and I think people don't really know what they're gonna be missing here if they stay over there. I think we're going to see a lot of action out there on the pitch tonight.
It's going to be a tight contest.
Yeah, I think we had a couple of hours of quiet after the men's game as well, so you can really feel the atmosphere building again, where you can get a good game of rugby going on and people having a lot of fun.
Well, I think we're moments away from kickoff here at Hallam Sports Park, so I'm going to pass you over to our commentary team of Charlie Howell and Daniel Alatakun.
Coverage of the Women's Varsity Rugby Union. My name's Charlie and I've got Dan alongside me.
Good to meet you all.
We're just seconds away from kickoff, so we'll try and run you through the teams as quickly as we can for Uni of. In the front row, going from left to right, we've got Beth Arnold, Maria Taruni, Charlotte McGinley, and then behind them, Rebecca Cosby, Florence Bale, Agnes Wood, Rebecca Kemble, and Tyler Cates completing the forwards. Lillian Young is your scrum half. Behind her is Katarina Jameson, Naomi Whitehead, Sophie Ross, Lucy Melander, Ellen Davis, and Irene Den as the game just gets underway.
Yeah, and for Hallam we have Kirsty Meeson at number 1, 2 Olga Lyset, Megan Clowes at 3, Jess Harbert, and Bethan Scott in the second row, Nia Cohen Thomas, number 6, Philippa Mills 7, Eleanor Erskine 9, Isabel Stevens, Fly Half, Rosa Bryant, Tabitha Steed, Lisa Parker, Imogen Buckroyd, Harriet Dobson, and Sean Judd making up the backfield.
It's an early touch penalty, just goes to Sheffield. Make their way forward, slowly trying to inch across the halfway line.
And that's a big carry for Rebecca Crosby for Uni.
Each opponent just
Off 10.
themselves out.
Doesn't quite go to hand, unfortunately, but no knock on. Ball is available. Agnes Wood with a big carry again. Takes 2 Hallam players to bring her down.
Scrum off Lydia and gets it going again.
They decide to go for the backs. And a nice tip pass to Ariane Din.
There's a bit of space there on the left if Sheffield Uni can get.
Hallam tried to disrupt, but they couldn't quite. Becca Kemble with the bounce. Takes 3 Hallam players to get her down.
Despite all their dominance on the ball, Sheffield Union just sort of struggling almost to get a bit of ground, get out of their own half here.
Hallam went for the intercept, but I think they might have strayed offside. So that's going to be a Uni of penalty.
Good opportunity here to get up the field a little bit. Hallam has started to struggle. They are the team obviously in the better form at the moment, despite being a division below Sheffield. Won their last 3 matches to 0 by scores. We'll 2 of over 70 and 1 of over 30.
Quite convincingly. And so Uni of with the penalty doesn't quite go into touch, but it was fumbled by number 14 from Hallam, Harriet Dobson. We've got a player down. I believe that's Ariane Din.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's holding her head. It's not looking too great there.
Uni of 15 down on the floor currently.
Yeah, should be really hoping to not be knocked down and taken off this early into the match. What are we literally almost 2 minutes in?
She doesn't really seem to be moving, which is always a bit of a bad sign.
Yeah, a bit of a blow to the head when you're not getting up immediately afterwards. A bit dazed, possibly.
Yeah. We've got the medical staff on to take a look at her. We're all just really hoping that she's all right. Oh, she's up. Her gum shield's fallen out though. Will she notice?
She has forgotten her gum shield, but it seems a bit.
Maybe she was just a bit dazed.
Yeah.
Glad to see her back on her feet though.
Oh, definitely, especially when you're this early into a match. You don't want your players going down. You don't want them missing out on such an occasion like this.
And yes, it's going to be a Uni of scrum. First scrum of the game. Let's see how the packs match.
So it'll be the scrum off leading on to place the ball into the scrum. She rolls it in.
Solid scrum from both teams. Ooh. Number 12, Sophie Ross, eaten by number 12, Lisa Parker from Uni of Hallam. And that's Bethany Arnold taking up the ball. Offloads to Rebecca Crosby. They play it through the backs. Oh, lovely step there from Sophie Ross. Crush ball from number 4, Rebecca Crosby, but she's met well by her Hallam opposite. Becca Kemble with a barnstorming run. She beats the first and the second.
Oh, she's keep going. She's fit. Does that Hallam girl couldn't bring her down quick enough.
She made about 15 metres on that carry. Wonderful work from her. And Uni of fling it wide, but the ball doesn't go quite to hand.
Yeah, I think she almost touched it there. I can't quite see who it is over on that far right-hand side, but it was fumbled forward slightly.
Yeah, the refs called for a forward. I'm not sure if it was a forward pass or a knock-on, but the result's the same.
Yeah,
Scrum Hallam.
Yeah, it was number 13, Lucy Malinda. Just missed. I think the pass was probably a bit too far out of her reach there anyway.
Yeah.
Hallam will get their first chance at a scrum in their favour.
Yeah, the Uni of scrum was looking pretty solid, so let's see if they can disrupt the Hallam ball here. Reset scrum.
Referee just called a halt to that scrum, getting to relock into place. Not signalling for anything, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Maybe Isabel Stevens, the scrum half for Hallam. Put it in. No, the referee's called for a free kick there.
Yeah, free kick to Uni of, but taken quickly by number 8, Taylor Cotes, their captain, and she takes Uni of into the 22. That was a good turnover from University of Hallam. Straight over the ball, and they've taken it quickly as well. They're running the ball out.
Yes, it's setting itself up to be a really competitive game of rugby here this evening.
Number 10, Rose Bryant, decides to go for the forwards. Hallam have lots of numbers on the right. Heavy crush ball from Eleanor Erskine. Two passes wide. Number 13, Imogen Bookroyd, was looking for the offload, but she takes it to ground.
Kirsty Messon was lucky there not to get away with a knock on. She just was fumbling the ball, but then luckily it went to one of her teammates first.
Ooh, Hallam have numbers. Number 12, Lisa Parker, makes a lot of ground. She's zipping down that left wing. And it looks like she's away, unless Arian Dean can get to her.
And that's it. Hallam got the first score of the match.
Really nice work from Lisa Parker. I think she beat 3 defenders on the wing there. Went all the way down the left wing and didn't quite get it under the post, but she did well enough.
Oh, what a good way to score your first try.
Yeah, definitely. In front of a nice crowd like this.
That's it, the crowd's building hotly here. I mean, we've got competing sports on to our right as the football. But no,
yeah,
see,
I think
it hasn't stopped growing since we got here.
Yeah, I think she's actually going to convert her own kick, her own try actually. So let's see what she can do.
She's placed it, just getting the placement right.
Lisa Parker with the conversion. Pretty far out. Ooh, not quite.
Unfortunately, just wasn't enough height or distance on that one. But still,
yeah, it's a shame. It was a tough kick, to be fair.
Hallam will still be happy with their far. Like the men's match this afternoon, they've scored the first try of the game and they're 5-0 up.
And we all know what happened there. Quite an emphatic result for the Uni of. So let's see if Uni of can turn it around.
Yeah.
Few minutes played. Hallam 5.
Yeah, be Katarina Jameson to get the game back underway. 7 Philippa Mills. She makes a good bit of distance forward after catching it, and Uni of got the penalty.
Number 7 Philippa Mills pinged for holding onto the ball, not releasing. Ooh. And Uni of number 12 Sophie Ross with a nice clearance into touch. Brings them into the Hallam 22. And that will be number 2, Maria Filori, to take the line out.
Yeah, both teams just setting up there.
Ball doesn't go to hand. But it's come out on the Uni of side.
Yeah. They made the best of probably a bit of a fumbled situation there.
Number 1, Bethany Arnold takes up the ball. She's made a big carry, made a few hard yards. They're going for the forward for the moment.
So Hallam with a lot of bodies in there behind the ball. You know, just sort of not even meters, just I think they're about 5 meters away from their try line, give or take.
They're trying to get down number 2, Maria Filori. They go for the backs, into the centres. They need to get it onto the wing. Can they do it? Number 14, Ellen Davis, is dragged down.
It's brilliant defending there by Hallam. She almost had a clean run through.
Uni of pinged for being off their feet. Hallam penalty, which they take quickly. Number 6, Nia Cohen-Thomas takes it just up to the 22. They spread it wide. Ooh. Advantage Hallam for a high tackle in midfield. I think that was number 11, Naomi Whitehead, penalised for Uni of Sheffield. And Lucy Parker with the kick, but it doesn't go out. Collected by Sophie Ross.
Really good catch there.
Maria Filori carries. Rebecca Crosby takes the ball, always a willing runner. Uni of spread it wide. They're trying to get it onto wing to Ellen Davis. Once again, can't quite get away.
Uniov just trying to spread out a little bit, finding a bit of space, and again, it's like Rebecca.
Maria Filari makes a big carry, offloads to Becca Kemble. Yeah, Becca Kemble's making a lot of yards so far this game. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of her.
Yeah, definitely as Sheffield look to come back from their 5 points down.
Uniov go on the blind side. But the referees penalise them for a knock-on.
Yeah, so Hallam will get this scrum now as they look to try and make probably a bit more inroads into Uniov's half. Uniov sort of dominated the last 5 minutes in terms of possession.
Yeah, they've got some really good territory, but Hallam are so far withstanding the pressure. Scrum to Hallam.
Put in there by Isabel
The ball's come out
Stevens.
on the Uniov side.
Didn't look like Lily Young, the Sheffield scrum half, expecting that, and now Katia Jameson had a bit of space for her, made some very good ground, just probably 5 metres before Hallam's 22 line, but yeah, the referees awarded the penalty though for Hallam. I don't think she was letting go, she let go a bit quick enough there.
We're going to tap and go.
It's a strong challenge there from Uniov's number 6, Agnes Wood.
The Hallam players are really sucking in defenders here. Oh, they tried to spread it wide, but it goes forward off Sophie Ross. Ooh. Big hit in the corner. Hallam number 8, Eleanor Erskine, makes a big carry. And Uniov can't quite get to it. We go 2 passes out to the ruck. Number 10, Rose Bryant, really pulling the strings here.
No, it's unfortunate
Thinks a
knock
wide
on
pass,
there.
but number 14, Harriet Dobson, couldn't quite collect.
Yeah, and Uniov will get the scrum just before Hallam's 22 line. It's not your phone, is it, thereafter?
I know whose phone it is.
Scrum's quickly turned in Uniov's favour. They got a bit of space to work with, they get it quickly, but Katarina Jameson is taken down at the earliest opportunity by Hallam. Sheffield defend the ball though very well. Now, as we were saying earlier, Rebecca Kemble, who's already been great at gaining those extra yards for Uniov, she's just made a great bit of progress there towards Hallam's 22 line. Now Uni trying to spread it out wide towards their right hand side with Ellen Davis.
She just can't find any space on that right side. She's got the ball a few times, but just can't quite shake her defenders. Another big carry from Rebecca Crosby, number 4.
Six, Agnes Wood for Uniov. Sheffield seem to be really good at keeping hold of the ball. It's just actually going, making that possession count and gaining a bit of territory. Hallam's defence is really strong.
Yeah, definitely. They're really absorbing that pressure. Unfortunately, they've been penalised, but again, this defence is looking really tight.
And that's a quickly taken penalty, is called back unfortunately by the referee. Hallam players not far away enough. No, what will captain Taylor Coates go? Tyler
They go
Coates.
for the tap and go, and they go for Maria Filari. One of their strongest runners. Number 10, Katarina Jackson, just flings it
She's
wide.
got through to Agnes Wood.
Gives it off to Agnes Wood,
Yeah.
and they score right under the post.
That's a brilliant try there from Sheffield. Finally, Hallam, their defence has been so strong, but given that little bit of space, and Sheffield have just gone and exploited it. Agnes Wood seen a clear path through.
Yeah, I think just their defence wasn't set. They need to switch on a little bit more. But that is a great try for Agnes Wood.
And also brilliant position just there under the post. Sheffield will look at the conversion now and hope to probably go and take the lead in this match.
Yeah, so as it stands, we've got an even game.
I think that will
Let's see what number 8, Taylor Coates, can do about that.
Sheffield skipper.
Their captain, bear in mind, leading from the front.
Good
And
kick.
she slots it.
That's it, she's converted it. And Sheffield take the lead for the first time in this match. Sheffield 7, Hallam 5.
Yeah, they'll be pleased with that. After a slow start, they're finally on the board. Let's see if Hallam can respond. Looks like we're going to have a really good game of back and forth rugby going on.
Definitely. It'll be interesting now to see if Hallam attack more into Sheffield's half. They've been very good at defending and holding off.
Definitely.
You know, Sheffield's keeping them around that 22 line, but they've got to sort of take the game to them now. They can't sit back on a lead.
Definitely. It's looking pretty even as it stands. But Uni of Sheffield just with the slight edge at the minute.
That's and the ball is collected
Three
there.
skirts collected in midfield.
Sophie Ross, number 12.
It's a bit messy at the breakdown, but it comes back on the Uni offside. Florence Bale takes up the ball, finds some support. Ooh, that is something from Katarina Jackson. Alan were expecting that strike run a bit. She would spread herself.
Sheffield just trying to make a little gains. They're almost over that halfway line. Again, Hallam defends so well. Oof. Rebecca Kemble got lucky there. She just dropped the ball slightly behind her. It's over now on that right-hand side. Sheffield
Big
Union's
carry.
rocking over has been really strong. They've defended the ball when their players have gone down really well, giving Hallam no opportunity.
Agnes Wood again, she's through the line. She hands off one, but is brought down just inside the Hallam half.
Yeah, good defending there from Shine Judge. She's last woman standing. If she didn't time her tackle right, Union would have been through.
They decide to go out for the batsman. That's Ariane Din on the wing. Looking for the offload, but couldn't free up her hands. Number 13, Lucy Mallender decides to take charge. Hallam get the turnover. Through number 9, Isabel Stevens.
That was unlucky there from Bethan Scar. I think the referee is pulling it back though for an earlier.
Yeah, Uni of pings for offside. We've got to watch those.
So give Hallam the opportunity now to make a bit of distance. As they
Kick
try.
doesn't go out into touch. But it is fumbled by Naomi Whitehead. So that will be scrum Hallam.
Yeah, Hallam got away with them there as they're trying to kick it out into touch. Didn't quite get enough distance on it, and so well, at least now they've got the scrum to try and make that distance. So scrum to Hallam. Put in by their number 9, Isabel Stevens.
Strong scrum from the Uni of Sheffield, putting a lot of pressure on the Hallam forwards. Knock on in the tackle. Oh, ref's called deliberate knock on. decide to go for the corner. And that is a good kick to take them into the Uni of Sheffield 22.
Yeah, strong kick there by Lisa Parker. Sheffield now have some defending to do. Back, whereas that probably about 15 metres out.
Yeah, we saw just how good Hallam were defending up from their try line, so let's see what Uni of Sheffield can do here. And that will be number 2, Olga Lysett, to take the throw for Hallam.
Yeah, as Uni are just deciding exactly what they're going to do. A little mid-game team talk here.
And Hallam take the opportunity to do the same.
This referee now just trying to hurry them up a little bit.
He wants to get home.
Yeah.
It's been a long day of sport, to be fair.
But a great one at that.
Yeah, definitely.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone who's taken part, and thanks to everyone who's come down as well, and everyone watching at home, of course.
Now we get this game back underway with Olga Lysett.
4-man line out by Hallam. It doesn't go to hand, a bit of miscommunication, but they get the ball back. Number 6, Nia Cohen-Thomas, takes the ball up, but it's stolen by Uni of.
This is a great run here.
That's number 6, Agnes Wood, with another barnstorming carry. She takes it up to the 10-metre line. Florence Bell decides to take charge, but is penalised. Number 1, Bethany Arnold, was penalised for an illegal clear out. Hallam have a player down. It's their number 8, Eleanor Erskine. Let's hope she's okay.
Yeah, there'll be a little stoppage in play here as we're roughly midway through the first half. And again, yeah, you're saying like it's been a really good, even game of rugby. Both sides matching each other. They're both up near the top of their respective divisions. Sheffield in 3rd and Hallam in 2nd. Hallam a league below Sheffield in the usual Bucks divisions. However, Hallam in really good form in the league and Sheffield not so much. This is creating for such a really interesting game.
Yeah, and that's a great kick from Lisa Parker to take Hallam once again into the Uni of 22. Yeah, as we come to a close on the Bucks season, it's a really nice opportunity to see what our players have been working on all season. Yeah. Again, messy at the lineup from Hallam, but they get it back.
There's one Kirsty Mason.
Offload to Nia Cohen-Thomas. Again through Rosa Bryant, was calling for the ball there. And Hallam are through to the 22, through number 15, Sean Judd.
So Hallam applying some decent pressure here. It just depends how much distance they can get on the ball when it comes out.
Yeah, the ref is just signalling for Uni off to get back on side. They've been penalised a few times for that, so they better make sure they watch it. Ball doesn't quite go to hand for Hallam, but they managed to get a few offloads in. That's number 14, Harriet Dobson, kicking up excellently off the floor. They go right again through Rosa Bryant. They offload to Lisa Parker. Lisa Parker makes a few yards. She offloads to Sean Judd. Sean Judd working hard, fighting through the tackles. And Hallam are into the Uni of 22. They go through Nia Cohen-Thomas, makes a strong run. Goes right, brings the ball wide to 2 forwards. They're coming back to the blind side. The ball doesn't go to hand again. Oh, they've got numbers. Can Sean Judd get to the corner? Arian Din tries his best to stop her, but Sean Judd does just too much. They're just a bit too quick and a bit too strong.
Brilliant try there by the full-back, just coming around the edge. She's got that power, got that pace, just to sneak it in.
Yeah, and an extra 5 points for Hallam at that.
Like we were saying, the even game continues. So Hallam on 10 now. Can they make it 12? This will be a really difficult kick to convert.
Yeah, it's right in the corner. Lisa Parker She was unfortunate with her first kick, but this one, again, just is that bit harder, especially for a right-footed kicker.
There we go. She's placing the ball down now. Lisa Parker unfortunately doesn't get the distance required on it. That was a difficult kick for anyone to make.
Yeah, definitely.
But Hallam do retake the lead nonetheless. They're up 10-7.
But still, there's only 3 points in it. Close game. Really enjoying it so far. Great for the spectators. And the crowd is growing by the minute.
Yeah, again, another really good turnout here from the crowd below us. It's probably the biggest crowd both teams have played in front of all season, you'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the best things about Varsity, especially for the players as well. It's the opportunity to, play in front of a crowd that you may never get the chance to again. For many of these players, it's their best opportunity.
That's it, and Katarina Jameson gets us back underway.
Uniov have restarted. He came back on the Hallam side, however, the referee has called a knock-on Hallam ball.
So referee just having a chat with a few of the Hallam players there. And now finally we get underway with a scrum. Scrum to Hallam. Isabel Stevens. Oh, no, it's not. I think the scrum collapsed there, and Sheffield have the free kick, which they take quickly. Start with one, Beth Arnold. Beth Arnold along the right-hand side. New Maria Trelawney. Truly?
Uni of Sheffield are within 10 metres of the Hallam try line.
Yeah, again, it's the second time the scrum's collapsed, and Hallam has given away a free kick to Sheffield.
And you definitely do not want to be at the bottom of one of those scrums when they're going down. Not fun at all. Uniov get up to 10 metres. And Bethany Arnold. Another big carry, takes them a bit closer. We're on the 5 metre now. They're going through the forwards, edging closer and closer. Adam needs to be careful to stay on side. Through the forwards once again. Was that over?
Not quite.
Just short. Going to go through the backs. But fly half, Katarina Jameson couldn't quite collect.
It's really unfortunate there. Sheffield were building a lot of pressure. Hallam were having to put a lot of bodies on their own try line just to keep out University of.
Yeah, Uni are going to have to put a lot of pressure on at scrum time.
Yeah, it's still a key position. Imagine Hallam will want to try and clear the ball as soon as possible once it gets out of that scrum.
Definitely, but the big question is, do they go straight to touch? Because again, that's how we saw quite a few of the tries in the last game. So, yeah, let's see if they find touch. Number 8 pickup. That's a great run for Eleanor Erskine. Takes a bit of pressure off, allows all the forwards to get out the scrum, and then to set the exit for the next play. Uniov tried the best to get the hands on the ball, but not quite. Rosa Bryant screaming for the ball at that number 10 position for Hallam. Uniov penalised. Not too sure what for. Tap and go.
Harriet Dobson's got to be wary there.
And number 14, Harriet Jackson, is dragged into touch by Rebecca Crosby. So that's a Uni of line now, 10 metres from the Hallam line. They're spending a bit of time up there now.
Yeah, that's it. Really piling on the pressure like they were just before they scored their last try.
Ball goes to hand, collected by Rebecca Crosby. And they set up the maul.
Strong maul forward there by Sheffield, gaining a lot of ground.
Ball pops out. And that's Katarina Jameson brought down. They decide to go through the forwards. Becca Kemble with another big carry. They go through the hands again. They spread it wide. Oh, but the ball does not go to hand. Arian Din just must have taken her eyes off the ball. That was a great opportunity for Uni of.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate there, the knock-on, but I think Uni of are applying more and more pressure now again on Hallam's final 22.
But as yet, they've not been able to take advantage of these.
No, that's it. Hallam defending really strong again, and then if they just cut out these little mistakes, little lapses of concentration, they might see themselves scoring another try. These players now get ready for Hallam's scrum. Isabel Stevens placed the ball in. This one does stay up without giving a free kick away, and Hallam come away with the ball.
Lisa Parker kicks downfield straight into the hands of Arian Din, who collects and is about to start running. Watch her go, watch her go. Oh, she's brought down. She's brought down just outside the Hallam 10 metres. Number 12, Sophie Ross, takes the ball. Hallam have got their hands on it, but are penalised for hands in the ruck. Will they decide to go for the corner? The referee's giving her a talking to.
Interesting choice here for Uni of's number 12, Sophie Ross. See how close she can get it to the corner, possibly. It's Hallam just again having a little bit of a team talk. Maybe the referee's there just asked the captain to try and calm their players down a little bit. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, Hallam are just regrouping as a team. The penalty count so far has been pretty even, so he might be having a talk to both teams, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Finally get the game back underway with Sophie Ross.
Good kick into the corner. Takes Uni off 7 metres from the Hallam try line. And the Uni of Sheffield fans cheering them on, winning them over the line to try and get a try.
It's Maria Trulori gets ready to take this line out.
Doesn't go to hand. It's messy at the back, but Uni of have it through Florence Bale. Agnes Wood with another carry. She's made some hard yards so far to complement her try. Hallam penalised for being offside.
It's a critical area now for Sheffield to try and exploit. Hallam retreat into their try line. Although, I think Uni of are calling for a bit of attention here to one of their players.
Yeah, that might be Agnes Wood down. That'll be a big blow to the team if she can't continue.
Yeah, she'd be
try
great.
Scorer also been a big carrier for them.
That's it. She's made up a lot of distance for the Uni of so far this game. Again, it's another stoppage. Uni of are taking it as an opportunity to get some water down them. Hallam. She's looking between
just getting the waters on her. I think she might need a bit of a closer look.
There's 35 minutes gone on my clock. However, we have a number of stoppages. So I reckon there's still a while to go in this half. Enough time for Uni of to try and get back in front of Hallam, or Hallam to extend their 10-7 lead.
Oh, that was actually the captain, Taylor Coates, down.
Yes.
Uni of making a substitution.
And on number 17, Niamh McCool. leave McNally. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that's number 6, Agnes Wood.
Yeah, it's a
She's
big.
had a great game so far.
Yeah, it's a big blow there. She can't continue.
I think she might be going for a HIA. Wishing her a speedy recovery, and if the HIA comes back clear, that she's able to continue. It's a scrum to Uni of 5 metres from the Uni of Hallam try line.
So Lillian Young puts the ball in.
Solid scrum. Out to Katarina Jameson, who goes herself. Oh, Hallam have turned it over, I think. Yes. The Hallam defence working really, really hard. They're doing a great job of nullifying all of these threats from Uniov.
Yeah.
And Uniov are pinged again. They set up 2 pods either side, and they go to the right. That's number 6, Nia Kerman-Thomas, taking up the first ball. Rose Bryant offloads it to a forward, who makes a lot of ground. I think that was number 1, Kirsty Meeson. Real contest there at the breakdown. And Uni have stolen it.
Yeah, great turnover.
Katarina Jameson caught a bit late. Arian Dint caught as well. No space on that right hand side. Katarina Jameson gives it to her forwards. Number 8 Taylor Coates makes another great run. Hallam penalised for playing the 9.
So Uniov, they look to take this quickly. Kick into touch, possibly.
Taylor Coates taps and gives it to Maria Fillory, who swings it wide to Arian Din, who has one more to give it to on the wing. And that's Naomi Whitehead. Dots past 1, dots past 2.
She made a lot of good
takes
progress.
Uniov into the Hallam 22.
Yeah, it's brilliant progress there from Naomi White. Probably too many Hallam players in front of her to get past them all, get to that try line, but nonetheless she's dragged her team further forwards.
And that crash ball from Bethany Arnold, I think the call was forward pass, potentially. Maybe she just needed to hold her run a little bit more.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, she might have just, well yeah, they're going down for the scrum, that's, yeah, possibly, yeah, you're right, a forward pass. Again, another scrum to Hallam.
Not long left in this half. Big scrum from the Uni of Sheffield.
Yeah, really forcing
Hallam get the ball out. Rose Bryant decides to go through her backs. Ooh, and that's number 13, Imogen Bucky-Royd with a great run. Can she go all the way? Can she go all the way? Looks like she's going to. No one's going to catch her. And she goes through right under the posts.
Ooh, she was almost caught there, but again, another brilliant try from Hallam.
Yeah, number 13, Lisa Malander, with a valiant effort to try and make that last-ditch tackle, but too much pace from Imogen Bucky-Royd, who ran pretty much half the pitch on her own.
Yeah, giving Hallam now an 8-point lead, leading 15-7. If they can convert this try as well, in quite a good position here. Just sort of slightly to the right of the post from our view. I think the referee's going to make it place, and there's not a lot of time left in this half, so it's a really good time to score a try.
Lise Parker will be really grateful to her centre partner Imogen Bucky-Royd for going under the post. A bit of an easier kick compared to the one she's had previously. Let's just hope she can slot it. Uni are going to charge her. Ooh, and she misses Lisa Parker.
Fortunately, yeah, just why I don't think it was dead centre of the post, the actual placement of it. Yeah, unfortunately, it was just a bit wide, but still, Hallam lead 15-7. not that much longer left. It depends how long the referee stopped his clock for, as mine's gone past 40.
Yeah, there's only 8 points in it so far, so let's see what Uni of Sheffield can do. They're under pressure now.
Yeah. Expecting a big second half from Uni of Sheffield. If they go in still 15-7 down, expect they come out all guns blazing.
The kickoff is spilt by Hallam.
There's Nia, Coe and Thomas there.
And that gives Uni of Sheffield a scrum on the Hallam 22. Not long left to go in this half. Let's see if Uni of Sheffield can get some points before the break.
Yeah, good opportunity to score some pressure.
The Uni of Sheffield scrums look really solid so far. Hopefully that gives them some solid ball. The Uni of Sheffield fans getting right behind them. And it's pick up from Taylor Coates. Takes 3 Hallam plays to get her down.
Brilliant run.
She makes a lot of ground, 10 metres away from the try line. Forward pod set up left. And they go through Bethany Arnold. Number 7, Becca Kemble, makes another few yards. They give it to Katharina Jameson. They fling it wide. Number 12, Sophie Ross, couldn't find any room.
I was about to say, if she'd looked up there was a lot of space on the right-hand side of the pitch.
They go back to the left through the forwards, but it's knocked on. And it comes back on the Hallam side. Hallam have scrum advantage. Will they look to clear? Yeah, they went for the box kick, but didn't quite find touch. And that is the half.
A really good half there of rugby, fairly even from both sides, but Hallam do go in 15-7 ahead of the break thanks to tries from Lisa Parker, Imogen Buckroyd and Sian Judd. One reply from the Uni of Sheffield from Agnes Wood, who was unfortunately brought off injured after that. We do wish her all the best. But yeah.
So we will see you after the break, and see you soon.
So it's half time here in this fascinating clash between Uni of Sheffield Women's and Sheffield Hallam. Hallam have the lead, 15-7 in this first half. But neither side has really taken a stranglehold of the game. What were your thoughts, the two of you, on that first half? I'll come to you first, Katja.
Well, we were saying just before Hallam got that last try then that it was difficult to see who was the better team of the half, even though Hallam were leading. Uni of Women had a period pressure up in the Hallam 22 just before that try, before Imogen Buckroyd ran 60 metres to score for Hallam. But with that final try, Hallam have just taken it, but it's by no means over. There's plenty of scope for Uni of to come back into this. It's been a really, really interesting half of rugby.
Yeah, definitely. Scales have just tipped in Hallam's favour there. There's not much to separate the two sides at all. We're seeing some really good attacking play, some really good defence. I do think both sides are being let down a little bit on the accuracy of their passes. So a lot of passes not going to hand or even going near the intended recipient, and so that's coming at some really crucial moments. There was one attack that I remember from Uni where they had a 2-person overlap and the pass just didn't have enough on it, and the opportunity was wasted. But it's a fascinating game. It's still all to play for both teams. I know Hallam have scored 3 and Uni have scored 1, but it's very, very much a gripping game.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Hallam's defence. It's like we were saying before the match, we thought their defence must be good, and it's very, very good. They really withstood a period of pressure from Uni of before the end of the first half, and I've been really impressed with that as well.
Any standout players who have impressed you so far?
So for me, for Hallam, it's got to be Lisa Parker inside centre. She's been all over the place and really kind of making the breaks and finding the passes, really connecting the backs from the forwards there and making those opportunities happen. So Lisa Parker for Hallam. For Uni, Katia?
you've stolen mine actually. I was
Oh,
going
right,
to say Lisa
okay.
Parker because I've been so impressed with Lisa Parker.
She's been
but
good.
The number 8, the captain for Uni of Sheffield, her name just escapes me.
Taylor Coates.
Taylor Coates. She's been really impressive. It's like you were saying, she's kicking for them. She's doing everything. She's
know.
everywhere. She's been really impressive.
Number 8 taking the kicks. It's a very, very odd concept for me, but there we go.
Number 6, what's her name? For Uni of.
That is Agnes Wood, yeah.
Agnes Wood, she really stood out for me. She was breaking through Hallam's line repeatedly. She was being brought down at the end, but she was breaking through that line and Hallam had to make the recovery.
Yeah, she's gone off injured, unfortunately, though. We saw her wandering down the side and going off for some sort of assessment, so that must be a worry for Uni of, because she, as you said, she was really good for them in the beginning of the half.
Looking ahead to the second half, obviously neither side has really run away with this game. How we'll go for Hallam first. How can they improve and try and just take this game out of Sheffield's reach? Uni of's reach, sorry.
I think for me, Hallam have got some really good line speed. They're really coming up on the defence, which is something we picked up on before the game. I don't think they're doing too much wrong. I think if they just like I said, the accuracy. Improve the accuracy of the passes, and more of those things will happen. But they're picking the gaps when they're there. They're winning the collisions when they're carrying the ball in, and there's not really too much more that they could be doing really in the context of the game. So if they just stick at it, keep at what they're doing, and rebuff whatever Uni throw at them, then they've got a pretty good chance of putting off a win here.
Yeah.
For me with Hallam, I think if I'm really nitpicking about what they could improve, they haven't converted a single one of their tries yet. And whilst they have had some difficult angles on those kicks, they could be leading by another 6 points at this point if they'd converted. So if they can just get that right as well, they shouldn't have any problems.
Indeed. I think we're going to go live now to our pitch side reporter Tom Hill, who's with Hallam's sports officer Scarlett Parr.
Hi, I'm here with the Sheffield Hallam sports officer, one of the 2 figureheads of Varsity. So tell me, how has Varsity been going for you so far?
I think it's just been great to have everyone back playing sport. I said it the other day, we've not had it for so long, and I think everyone's just been so excited to get back. A lot of students haven't experienced it yet, so I think everyone's had a great day today at Sports Park. Thankfully the weather held out, so that's been really good, and there's been some really good fixtures today.
Yeah, so obviously we're here watching the women's rugby. It was about to kick off again. Your counterpart over at Sheffield is currently playing in this game. How do you feel about that?
To be honest, she's putting on a very good show. Obviously, I'm a bit biased. Of course, I want Hallam to win, but she is doing us proud. She's worked really hard on Varsity as well, so it's good that she gets to take part.
It appears they're kicked off now, so back to the studio.
Thank you, Tom. We haven't really got time to cover Uni of's prospects in the second half. We're going to go straight back to our commentary team for the second half.
Offloaded to the wing, but she couldn't quite slip the grasp of the Hallam defenders.
And that's it now. Uni of have the lineup. Number 2, Maria Truman. Puts it in. Good catch there by Rebecca Crosby. Uni of keep the ball, making very good gains here. Strong rock over, and it's passed out wide. Another try on the left-hand side of Hallam's defence. That over on the far hand side, getting just across the halfway. I think it might be Ellen Davis. And now they switch it back across. Hallam still keeping up that strong defence, even high up the pitch inside Uni of's half. Not letting Uni of gain too much territory, no matter how hard they seem to be trying. Lillian Youngs puts it out wide. Oh, and Uni might be through here, and they are. She's been down once off. It's that Rebecca Kemble's almost through clean. Luckily for Hallam, last-ditch tackle managed to bring her down, but she would have a clean run at the posts. And even better now for Hallam, they've managed to recycle the ball and put it back into their own possession.
Yeah, Hallam come away with the ball. Rose Bryant flings out to one of her forwards, and that's another big carry from Eleanor Erskine. She's made some really hard yards in the past few plays.
So a scrum off, Isabel Stevens puts out wide to 15, the fullback Sean Judd. Judd making a little bit of decent manoeuvres there, scoring her try earlier. It's Rosa Bryant. Back with Isabel Stevens, back to Rosa Bryant. Firing up to Parker, and now Parker wide to Ellen Erskine. Fortunately, she can't keep hold of the ball, and Uniov regain possession. Strong tackle there. Uniov getting the advantage. Not quite sure how long. The referee's going to wait and see what happens with this. It was a side, but Uniov are using their advantage really well. I think there was 21 there. Claire Reynolds, a half-time substitute, I think. She is on the far side of the pitch to us, almost having to squint.
They go through Becca Kimball. Becca Kimball makes a few hard yards. Ball comes back out on the Uniov side. Katarina Jameson collects the ball, distributes it to her backs. There's an overlap on the wing, but once again the ball doesn't go quite to hand for Sophie Ross. Knock on, Uni of Hallam ball.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
There's a lot of missed chances, I'm seeing. A lot of missed chances, unfortunately.
But you could also interpret that as a good thing. They just cut out these little mistakes here at the end, and then Uniov will be in. There was plenty of space there for, I think it was number 12, Sophie Ross, to run into. It's just unfortunate the ball was just a little bit out of her reach.
Yeah, I think we're just waiting for it to click.
Yeah, and once it does, I feel Hallam will be under real pressure. But for now, they seem to be withstanding that.
Definitely. This Hallam defence has been really solid thus far. And we're having a substitution, number 19 for Uniov. Aidan Cottrell-Bolt.
Callback.
I'm not sure who she's come on for.
Fortunately, that's just
and we've got a Hallam player limping off. That's number 2, Olga Lysette.
Yeah, I think I saw her replacement jog on. Can't quite see the number yet, though, unfortunately. We'll get that substitution information to you as quick as we can. So now it's a scrum to Hallam. Isabel Stevens, who definitely didn't leave the pitch, putting it in. Although it looks like Uniov have won the ball. Really good scrum from them.
Hella Coates, captain, leads by example. Makes it quite a few yards to bring Uniov just outside the 22. Katarina Jameson gives it out to number 23, Daisy Roberts. Hallam have managed to get the ball back though. And they're over on the right side. They go one phrase through the forwards. Uniov attempt the turnover, and they get it. Uniov number 23, Daisy Roberts, takes the ball again. Becca Kemble charges through the middle, but she is dragged down. Uniov set up with forwards on the right and the left. Bethany Arnold takes the ball into that heavily congested Hallam midfield. This Hallam defence is looking really well organised.
Yeah, as it has been the whole game.
Couple passes take it to the left wing for Uniov. Good ball retention. Oh, that's really unfortunate for Rebecca Crosby. She made a good run, but she's just going to keep the ball.
Hallam goes clear now. I think it's
Hallam on the break, number 15, Sean Judd with a great carry. Takes him up to just past halfway. Hallam look to fling it wide.
Yeah, I think it's a slight knock on there by number 20, Emma Hodge. It's unfortunate, just as she goes over, she just seems to knock it forward.
Yeah, that's number 20, Emma Hodges. Yeah. Emma Hodges. So far, the scrums from Uni of Sheffield have been really good. They put a lot of pressure on the the Hallam pack.
Yeah, definitely gaining a lot of territory in them.
Fortunately, they've got the ball here. And this is a really good opportunity for them. A scrum pretty much on halfway. A really good opportunity to set up a launch move for Katharina Jameson. But let's see what they decide. The last few scrums, Taylor Coates has made a lot of yards. Let's see if she can do the same.
Yeah, the referee's just having a few words. I think Uni of may be trying to work out who's going into the scrum. I'm not quite sure here.
Yeah, I think they've had a few front row replacements come on / off. So yeah, they're just working out who's going to go where.
Finally going to get it back underway. So they've worked out how their scrum's going to line up. Eventually, Lillian Young will put the ball in.
Taylor Coates carries again. Ooh, that's a nice step from number 17, Neve McNally.
Yeah, the 23 substitute Daisy Roberts skips past one, but she's brought down just before the 10-metre line.
Katharina Jameson flings it wide for her backs. She's not enough room on that left wing as yet. We're knocking on the door, Uni of Sheffield. Maria Ferrari with a big carry. Takes 3 Hallam players to bring her down. Katharina Jameson calling for the ball. Gives it to Becca Kemble. Slightly high shot, but she seems okay.
Chalmers 3, Sheffield's number 2, Maria Chalmers. Thought she brought down just past the 22 line, but again, another good bit of distance made. Sheffield just seems to be poking at the Hallam defence.
Becca Kemble making a lot of hard yards. She offloads to number 23.
Daisy Roberts is through.
And she's over!
What a brilliant try there from Uni of. They finally, after putting more and more pressure on the Hallam back line, have finally got through it.
Absolutely beautiful from Becca Kemble there. She made a lot of ground, had the foresight to look for the offload, and Daisy Hodges in with the try. As it stands, Uni of 12, Hallam 15.
Yeah, she was in a decent position there in terms of the conversion. I think just a bit right of the posts, but again, the captain Taylor Coates will have another go at a conversion. She's good from the last one, albeit from a much easier position.
Quite unusual to see a number 8 kicking for goal, but Taylor Coates, she's the captain. She can do it all, can't she?
Yeah, and if she's yeah, like you were saying before, definitely leading by example. And if you're the best kicker in your team,
have we had a substitution? Oh, she was just waiting for her tea. This position is not necessarily too difficult, but not to give the commentators curse. Yeah, I've had a bit of misfortune with that so far, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
This is Taylor Coates. Great conversion there. Hallam players are right in front of her, running at her, and she didn't seem fussed, she didn't seem phased. Put it right in between the posts.
Only 1 point in it now. Game on.
University of Sheffield 14, Hallam 15. And I think that scoreline reflects the game of rugby we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's been really back and forth. Great game to watch. They're giving this big crowd something to really share about.
Definitely.
For both sides, really. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the rest of the match has in store. And we restart. Uni of can't quite collect the ball, but they've let it bounce a few times. But it comes back on their side. Big carry from Neve McNally. Rebecca Crosby making quite a few metres, but the ref has pulled it back for an injury.
Who's that down there? She's just got her back to us here.
Can't quite see who that is.
No, but whoever it is, she's not doing well. She's stayed down. Doesn't look too comfortable. Something about one of her legs.
Yeah, we've had a couple of stoppages so far, so let's just hope that all the players end the match safely and healthy. Rugby's just one of those sports. Injuries are a big part of them, but it's never nice to see.
No, exactly. Yeah, and the length of time she's staying down here probably indicates maybe her game might be run. You think if she was to carry on, she might have been up a bit quicker than this.
Yeah.
This is number 19, one of the substitutes, Lucy Tomlinson. She is up on her feet now, stretching around. Doesn't seem to... It's hobbling slightly, but not too bad, actually.
Yeah, that's number 21, Kelsey Webb. Rejoined her team.
Well, I think she's...
However, I think number 19, Lucy Tomlinson.
Yeah, Tomlinson was the player who was down.
Yeah.
She seems to be trotting over with the physio. Replacements on for the time being. And we will get play back underway with scrum. To Uni of.
Scrum to Uni of. Just outside the 10-metre line. Hallam put a bit of pressure on. And that's a kick from number 12, Sophie Ross.
Oh, almost caught there by 15, Sian Judd. I think it just bounced slightly in front of her.
I think the ref is playing scrum advantage, yes. No advantage there, so he gives the scrum to Uni of Sheffield.
Scrum here for Hallam.
The last scrum was really, really strong, so let's see if we can get some nice ball off this. Rosa Bryant at number 10, waiting for the ball, but it doesn't come. Uni of Sheffield's ball, the party, but are penalised in the process.
Yeah, penalty now to Hallam, where they'll probably look to try and clear it a bit further downfield, either maybe by tapping and running it, which I think is what Isabel Stokes is thinking of.
They play it out the back. That's a nice route move, and Lisa Parker takes it up to past halfway, in fact.
Yeah, really strong run there, gained a lot of territory.
Number 9, Isabel Stevenson for a forward pod on the right, and she finds them, making a lot of ground into the 10 metres. They go left. Eleanor Erskine, always a willing runner. Couldn't quite get the offload though, and it's spelt by Hallam.
Yeah, again, bit of a let off there for Uni of. So just Hallam spilt the ball when they're in quite a good position. Union didn't have many players behind it over on the left-hand side of the pitch to us. And there'll now be a scrum for Union, but they can probably try and aim to get over the halfway line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were in this exact same position about 3 or 4 minutes ago, actually, with their own scrum. Big scrum from Uni of Hallam, pushing Uni of Sheffield off their own ball. Number 9, Lillian Young, just about manages to get it out.
Oh, Sean Judd.
From Uni of goes long, but it's connected by Sean Judd. Sean Judd steps 1 and 2. Eventually brought down by number 23 and try scorer, Daisy Roberts.
Yeah, Sheffield do get the penalty there. Oh. Ooh, Sean Judge maybe got away with one after missing the ball initially. She was lucky the Union of tackle didn't really connect. Otherwise she could have been in big danger, and so Union would have gained a lot of territory, which they're looking to do so now anyway. As a good penalty kick goes out wide.
Sophie Ross kicks to the corner.
We'll get this line out, I think, almost just on the 5-metre line. That's where the assistants ruled it to be.
Yeah, they might look to go for the maul here.
Forcing the ball across the line. So it's still Hallam 15, Union of Sheffield 14. Not much in it at all between the two rivals in this Varsity fixture.
Yeah, Union of Sheffield now have an opportunity on the Hallam 5-metre line. The ball doesn't quite get to hand though, but it's taken at the back. They go to the left through the forwards.
Yeah, Uni pushing it
for a lot of yards, but the ball just about comes back out rather than being held up in the maul. Edging closer and closer now.
Yeah, almost just about on the try line. Referee's watching it very closely.
And are they over? Oh, the referee has called for a knock on. Those forwards are going to be heartbroken at that.
Yeah, big opportunity wasted there for Uni. They're probably inches, centimetres away from the try line.
Yeah, in the past few scrums, the Hallam forwards have looked really, really strong, but the Uni forwards will see what they can do to disrupt and spoil the party. They're going to want to push them back over that line and, yeah, get that try.
So Uni making a few switch changes now off the bench. I think that's
Can't quite see who's coming on in
13
the corner.
Newsom, Malinda coming off. For 20, Charlotte Fellows. Off in the corner, I think it's number 3, Charlotte McGinley. Not quite sure though, as it is in the far corner to us and looks a bit dimmer over there than here. Yeah, Hallam player just setting themselves, getting a little bit of treatment there. I think from the physio just before the try line. The referee's just possibly waiting for that to see what the outcome is.
Well, to be fair, it was probably in that big defensive effort from Hallam on their own line, forcing the knock-on from Uni of Sheffield. But yeah, the players are just taking it as an opportunity to get a bit of water on. It's been a really hot day. Again, the players have been dehydrated running about, so yeah, really important.
Yeah, still waiting here for play to get back underway. Everyone just sort of still huddling in their growing groups. Referees had to stop the watch a lot in this game so far. It's none the worse for us though, so we're getting to see even more of this great rugby game as it goes on later into the night, creating a better atmosphere as it gets darker here at the Hallam Sports Fields.
Really tight, no idea who's going to win as yet. Now that the packs look ready, nearly ready to go, 2 Hallam players have come off.
just about to get this game back underway as now the scrums are starting to form.
Yeah, and to restart, it's going to be a scrum to Hallam. Yeah, the packs are getting ready now. Game on.
Number 8, Eleanor Erskine, ready to put the ball in. Oh, no.
Reset scrum. They changed the scrum rules quite a lot in the past few years to try and reduce the amount of times we have to say reset scrum, but
seems to be a lot today, though.
yeah, common theme.
Yeah, ball's finally in there.
Another reset scrum. The ref's going to be watching this very closely. Uni Sheffield, if they're lucky, might get a scrum penalty.
No, I think that is the third time now. He's had to reset this scrum. It feels like a long time since we've seen the rugby ball.
Yeah, very true.
He's just having a word with both sets of players. I think now we're going to try 4th time lucky to get this game back underway.
Big scrum from Uni of Sheffield.
Really
They've
good
pushed
scrum.
Hallam off their ball. They've taken Hallam back over the line. Lucy Parker attempts to get through, but she's met with a big tackle from a Sheffield defender. Uni of Sheffield have the ball about 10 metres away from the Hallam try line. They go through the forwards, tie it around the ruck. But it's a knock-on. Yeah, these Uni off players are going to be a bit disappointed. They seem to be lacking a bit of clinical finishing at the minute. Passes not going to hand, overlaps, advantages not being taken. But yeah, let's see what they can do for the remainder of the game to capitalise.
So go in now for another scrum in roughly the same area those previous ones were.
But that's not to discredit the Hallam players at all. They've played, their defence has been rock solid so far. Here's scrum from Uni of Sheffield. Taylor Coates picks up again. Can she make it?
So many Hallam bodies clouding around them immediately, getting back in their line.
4 Hallam players to bring her down. Becca Kemble goes through the ruck and yes, she scored!
Oh, what a try that is.
What a try.
With the amount of Hallam players crowding all around her, she still manages to sneak away through and find the little tiny gap of space.
They must have heard what I said about capitalising on their chances and then they go and do that. Yeah, I think that was Becca Kemble with the try.
Yeah.
And that takes off a tiny bit of pressure. Uni of Sheffield in the lead for the first time in this match.
Yeah, up 19-15 against Hallam, still incredibly close. Possibly even more if this conversion goes well, whether it is from a very difficult angle over there on the far left-hand side. As the University of Sheffield fans find their voice once again after scoring a great try. Apologies for any.
Yeah, apologies for any profanity. You know what students are like. And I think that's Taylor Coates again to take the conversion over in the corner. It's quite a difficult kick and no dice, unfortunately.
No, it's a difficult angle. But University of Sheffield will still be happy to finally be in the lead in this tie, even if that lead is so precarious as a 19-15 one. Only 4 points ahead.
Hallam take their time to get back to halfway.
Yeah, bit over halfway through the second half of this match.
Yeah, Hallam are going to want to come back quickly.
Yeah, that's the thing. For all Hallam's great defensive work, well, they still have scored obviously 15 points. Not really getting us forward as much as Sheffield, not having the ball in their final 22.
Yeah, with Hallam having won quite a few of their matches quite convincingly, they may not be used to coming from behind. And that's a good kick from Sophie Ross. She manages to make the tackle as well after it's fielded from Sean Judd. Uni are penalised at the ruck for going off their feet. I think that was number 1, Bethany Arnold. Number 12, Lisa Parker taking a knee. She's had a great game.
Yeah. Well, I said the physical toll may be taking it now on these players. Heavy day, a lot of probably adrenaline was pumping through them. You can imagine throughout the day waiting for this game, one of the last to kick off today at Hallam Sports Fields.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sometimes it's the late kickoffs that are the hardest to prepare for. You've got to make sure you don't burn yourself out in the day, but you've also got to perform come kickoff.
So yeah, just wait a little bit of treatment there, I think, on her eye or her facial area. Going to get this game back underway. Referee signalling we can finally get on with it. Quick touch and go from Hallam. Working over well.
Kirsty Meeson carrying hard to bring the University of Hallam up to the halfway line. Isabel Stevens flings it wide. It finds hand. And Hallam make about 5 metres. Yeah, I think the scrum is, sorry, the call is line out or scrum on that far side?
Yeah.
Scrum on that far side.
Just going in for a scrum now on that far side over there, just over the halfway line. Hallam looking to make a bit of territory here, although it is a uni of scrum. See if they can force them back a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a real contest at scrum time so far. Hallam have been pushed off their ball a few times, but so have uni of. Let's see if that happens again. As they engage, it's a solid scrum from both teams, but it comes back on the Hallam side. Number 9, Lisa Stevens takes the ball up, gives it to Lisa Parker. Lisa Parker offloads to number 20,
Emma Hodges.
Quite intricate, however, there's a knock on and it comes back on the uni offside. They'll be really pleased with that.
Yeah, Hallam, they almost saw a bit of space there in uni of, looking vulnerable for a second.
Becca Kendall goes through the ruck. She's made a lot of hard yards this so far.
Right, 10. For uni of, you feel they just made one more pass there further onto their left-hand side. Couldn't quite see who went down with the ball, but
yeah, unfortunately Maria Filori didn't quite see that ball coming, drops it, and it's a scrum to Hallam. Once again, there's been a real contest at scrum time. Uni of just had a scrum, came back on the Hallam side. Hallam scrum before that, they got pushed off it, so it's been a real battle.
oh yeah, Hallam scrum just there on the 10-metre line inside uni of's half. Ball's in Uni, all
And they're
forcing
pushed
them back.
backwards quite convincingly.
Referee's pulling it back though, not quite sure what that was for. Did you see anything?
Not that I saw. I thought Hallam were going to be penalised with a scrum penalty. But that's a really convincing shove from the Uni of Sheffield forwards. Once again, it's been a really close contest so far. The match as a whole, but also at scrum time. O'Brien is going to be hoping for some clean ball. Another massive shove from Uni of Sheffield. Becca Kemble sacks, but no. Hallam somehow have it. Lisa Parker carries again. She's been working hard on Lisa Parker this match.
Yeah.
Hallam decides to go to the right, but she's brought down by Agnes Wood.
That's it. Hallam making very good territory now, spending a lot of this second half on the back foot defending. They're now bringing the game to Sheffield. They were keeping them at bay.
Lisa Parker flings the ball wide. Hallam are up just outside the Uni of 22. Eleanor Erskine to carry. It's not easy to bring her down.
Not at all, no.
But Maria Fullery gets the job done. Rosa Bryant gives it off to Nia Kerwin-Thomas. Rosa Bryant to Lisa Parker. Lisa Parker to number 15, Sian Judd. Sian Judd brings Hallam into the Uni of 22. Pressure's mounting now. Ball pops out, but illegally. The Uni of Sheffield pinged for going off their feet.
This is a really good place for Hallam to get a penalty here. Can really start to pin Sheffield back and put on the pressure. Remember, all it would take is one try and Hallam will be back in the lead. So they put it out for a line out.
As you expect, Lisa Parker kicks for the corner. Brings Hallam about 7 metres from the Uni of try line.
Yeah, she didn't quite make it probably to where she would have been aiming for there. Possibly could have got it a little bit closer to the corner. But
maybe she's just trusting her forwards to get those extra yards.
That's very true. There we are, Eleanor Erskine trots over. She's going to take this line out. Hallam are keeping their players quite far back.
I think it's that their number 8, Eleanor Erskine, to throw.
Yeah, that's it. Uni of almost intercepted it well.
Maria Fulari manages to get the ball, and Becca Crosby. Becca Crosby took it up to about just past the 22. Uni of get the exit play through Sophie Ross. Sian Judd spills. Did it go forwards?
Yeah.
The ref says it did.
Yeah, looked like that. Only just as a matter. I think her hands might have even still been on it, but it did touch the floor as it went forwards.
About 30 metres made for Uni of Sheffield. They'll be happy with that. So we'll have a scrum to restart.
Really good scrum.
The 9, Lillian King for Uni of will feed the ball in.
Really good scrum opportunity now for Uni of to sort of relieve that pressure they had on their back line from Hallam. Try and get forward and cement their lead.
As they engage, it looks like Hallam have the momentum. Taylor Coates picks up yet again. Captain fantastic so far. She fights to get the ball back to her side, and she does so. Bethany Arnold offloads. And the Uni of player is caught in midfield. Uni of look to switch it. Becca Kemble to Becca Crosby. Big collision with number 19, Aidan Cottrell-Colebrook. Absolutely huge carry from Uni of. Becky Kemble wants it on the right. But it gets given to Becky Crosby.
Yeah, some great action though, right in front of us here in the commentary box.
Lisa Parker putting pressure on number 23, Daisy Roberts. Nice kick from Sophie Ross, sees a bit of space. Sean Judd under pressure.
But it's collected very well by Sean Judge, who's trying to make a bit of territory foul now. She does it really well. She's skipping past about four players there.
Well.
She got it well over halfway as well. Brilliant work from the fullback.
Yeah, she got tackled by Katarina Jameson, who I believe has been penalised for going a bit high in the tackle.
Yeah, but no matter what, Sean Judd, she collected the ball there, and if she was to lose it, that would have been an awful position to go down in from a Hallam point of view. Yeah, but she managed to gain probably a solid like 10-15 metres there.
She'll be pretty happy with the ground she made on that last play. As they tap and go. And through number 7, Philippa Mills. But she's brought into touch.
Yeah, go.
So we're going to have a line out to restart.
Referee just sending the Hallam players back that little bit further.
Yep, Uni of Sheffield hooker and performance sec Maria Flowry to take the throw. It's collected by Rebecca Crosby. Uni of Sheffield cut back to that left side. Big carry from Neve McNally.
So Unio still just being pinned back by that high Hallam defence. And even then in behind they got Sean Judd, even when they tried to go long, who just seems to run and collect the ball so well.
And it's spilt by Uni of Sheffield in that last tackle. They have Hallam have scrum advantage. Lisa Parker gets the ball. She creates a lot of space and she makes a lot of ground. She gives it to number 20, Emma Hodges, who's brought down just outside the 22. Sean Judd makes a couple of yards, but number 13, Lucy Malinder, has stolen it for Union Sheffield. Sophie Ross kicks. Can Sean Judd collect? Oh, it's spilt by number 2, Olga Lysett. Kemp's giving chase to Sean Judd. Tackles her, brings her down. But the ref has brought play back. I don't know what that was for.
Well, I don't know. I think there was just maybe a little bit between. I think there was
Olga
Lysett.
I did see a tackle off the ball.
Yeah, there, and I can't. Olga Lysett and somewhat Uniov player in the around the centre, around the halfway line. Don't know if they. I thought maybe they just was a bit tangled up in each other and couldn't seem to get away from each other. But the referee might have seen up something else. Obviously, a bit of a better view than us.
Yeah.
He is calling.
The referee's having a word.
Yeah, he's having a word with Olga Lysett and the Hallam captain, Rosa Bart.
He's going to his pocket. No.
Just a warning.
A warning.
There is again another Hallam player down there. It's number 8, Ellen Erskine. I think she looks all right.
She's carried really, really hard so far this match.
Yeah, she just seems to be stretching out, limping slightly, but she looks determined to carry on no matter what.
Yeah, Union Sheffield have got a tap and go. They go left through Maria Flowry, and she gives it on to Becky Kemble. Becky Kemble makes quite a few yards, takes it to the 10-metre line. Union fling it wide. They've got space, if they can use it. Big collision, number 19. Aidan Cottrell-Colwock taken down. Rebecca Crosby with yet another carry. The Union of girls are going through the hands now.
Yeah, so 18, Elsie Warner down there carrying the ball. Real strong physical presence.
Ball dropped on that far side, and it's gone forwards. Forwards off Uni of Hallam scrum.
That's it, both teams seem really well matched. It might just take a little slip in concentration or, I don't know, a bit of luck almost to get through and score another try. Both teams seem well matched, and there's not a lot of time left in this game now.
Not at all.
It's been a scrum now to Hallam.
Once again, let's see if Union can push them off their own ball. Really good scrum from both sides, but Union seem to have the momentum. Taylor Coates, once again, picks up from the base of that scrum. We go to the blind side, Becca Crosby. Another knock-on, unfortunately, for Union of Sheffield.
Yeah, that's what Hallam especially won't want this game sort of petering out in the centre field.
Yeah,
they want to try and put on a bit more pressure, and they can't do that when they're camped in their own half.
Hallam are going to really have to try and get something special in the next few moments of the game.
Still 19-15 to Uni of here at Hallam Sportsfield.
Yeah, I think all of the front rows really deserve a pat on the back for their shifts so far in this game. Taylor Coates picks up again. Union still the Hallam ball from the scrum.
I think it's the referee brought it back there. Yeah, he wants a scrum replayed there.
We had quite a lot of scrums in this game.
Real test of the forwards.
Yeah, they're going to have sore shoulders tomorrow. Varsity makes it all worth it, though.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of sore bodies from this field tomorrow. All these players putting in 110%.
Yeah, another huge scrum from Union of Sheffield there.
Eight goes forwards. 18, sorry. Elsie Warner. Sheffield recycle the ball.
Katharina Jameson gives it wide. Charlotte Fellows passes it on. Sophie Ross takes it to ground. Can Hallam get this turnover? Not quite. But a barnstorming run from number 10, Katharina Jameson.
Brilliant spin.
They haven't brought her down.
That's amazing, the amount of territory she gains there, though. Lovely few spins just to get away with some of the Hallam defenders.
Taylor Coates passes it on to Maria Folari. She's been a winning runner so far this match. And Becky Kemble takes them just into the 22. Lillian Young gives the ball off to Becca Crosby. Gives the ball off to Katharina Jameson. Who's away? Daisy Roberts dances in the corner. And number 1, Bethany Arnold, used brute force to get through a few Hallam defenders. The Uni of about 10 metres from the Hallam try line now. Lillian Young's looking for that ball, but her forwards take it instead. That's number 8, Taylor Coates, once again leading from the front, carrying hard.
It's a ball turned over in possession, and though Uni still have it.
They're edging closer and closer. About 7 metres now. The fans getting right behind their team. Hallam player down, I think that's number 16. number 16, Kelsey McMaslia. So that will be a scrum to restart Uni of ball. And with the scrums going as well as they are, I can imagine they'll be looking to go all the way.
Although that doesn't look good there, the Hallam player that's down. Yeah, it's not looking good there for the Hallam player that's down. She's not got up, she looks in a bit of pain. Can't quite see who just it is. Yeah, another break in play. There'll be a lot of stoppages in this game. We've gone probably way over the original 40-minute mark, you would imagine.
Yeah, I think the game will be drawn to a close fairly soon. But there is a Hallam player down currently. Doesn't seem to be moving a lot. Let's hope she's okay.
Yeah, it's being seen to by medical staff, thankfully, and there's plenty around here, but
players are just taking this as an opportunity to regroup, have a bit of water, talk tactics.
Yes. She is back on her feet now, thankfully, or at least foot.
With a bit of assistance, and that's lovely to see from the Uni of and the Hallam fans capping her off the field. At the end of the day, we are a big sporting community. We're all here to support each other, and at the end of the day, never want to see anyone injured.
Yeah, 100%. So it may just take a while for her to get off the field here.
And as we restart, that will be a scrum to the University of Sheffield.
Yeah, only probably about 6-7 metres away from Hallam's try line.
Yeah, true.
It's a real opportunity now to just go and cement that lead late on in the game and get that extra point in the whole varsity for University of Sheffield.
Yeah, it's taken. Still haven't restarted.
Yeah, referee just sorting out a few things. I think waiting for that player to get off the field. She's not being carried. Thankfully, not having to hobble.
Yeah, never a nice sight to see.
No.
Wishing her a really speedy recovery.
Now we go get back underway. The scrums are forming. This is a critical scrum for Hallam if they want to have any chance of staying in this game.
The Sheffield fans really winning on their team. Let's see if we can get the shove on. Ball comes out quickly. Taylor Coates gives it off to Katharina Jameson. She's brought down 10 metres from the Hallam line. Becca Kemble with another big carry, but she's met well by the Hallam defence.
Yeah, I think there was Eleanor Erskine there trying to get the ball off her, but she just couldn't quite get it from Becky.
Yeah, Uni of Sheffield deciding to go through the forwards. Pick and goes. Becca Kemble once again. She's getting it closer and closer.
Yeah, only should be probably like a metre, 2 metres away from the try line now.
Hallam defence needs to stay strong now. Another face for the forwards, just short of the line. They pass it off to Rebecca Crosby. Rebecca Crosby goes. She's just brought down just short. That was number 16, Eleanor Dykins.
Getting closer and closer. There's a little bit of space on the right-hand side if they can get the ball out to it and spot it. Hallam seems to have player after player behind the ball. Has it gone over? Has it gone over on the line? Referee's down looking at it.
With another try. She's held up. And that
wasn't quite a try.
Game over.
Yeah. And the Sheffield players are celebrating. And may they do so. Hallam players down and not sure if she's okay.
Heartbreak for the University of Hallam, but celebrations from the University of Sheffield.
Yeah.
Another rugby win.
Yeah, brilliant 19-15 score there, thanks to tries from the University of Sheffield, from Agnes Wood, Rebecca Kemble and Daisy Roberts. A bit of a comeback win after being behind at half-time. But
Yeah,
a really tight game of rugby all round, and one that I think everyone here in the crowds, on the pitch, and us up here in the media have enjoyed.
Yeah, it's been a really great day of rugby, but we're going to shoot back over to your presenters. So I've been Dan.
And I've been Charlie.
Thank you so much. And we're back.
So that's full time here at Hallam Sports Park, and after an incredibly tight 80 minutes of rugby, Uni of have come out on top with a 19-15 victory over Hallam Women's to take the varsity point, to secure that varsity point that's available for this game.
To take it back to Western Bank.
So I'll come straight to you guys then. What were your initial thoughts on that match?
Well, if the first half was Hallam's, then that half was very much Uni's. Hallam had a very quiet half. There wasn't really too much to note really. It was all Uni, and I think they deservedly won it off the back of that half. Hallam just fairly solid defence mostly, but nothing really in attack that was working, and Uni just whatever they said at half time worked. They brought it.
Totally agree. Uni of dominated possession for most of that half. Didn't really give Hallam a look, and they didn't even really look like scoring, to be honest. It was completely different teams came out, it seemed, after half time almost. Like, just the difference in performance was exceptional. I didn't think Hallam were going to collapse the way they did, and I definitely didn't think Uni of were going to have the guts to do what they did, and fair play to them. They've won it really well.
So what did Uni of change about their play to really take control? Well, not take control, but take control of the points certainly of this game.
Well, I think their subs at half-time really made a difference. Number 23, Daisy Roberts, came on, making immediate impact, scoring that try. Her impact was clear throughout. She had a really good step on her, which I think Uni of had been missing throughout the first half, and her impact really made a difference. I don't know what you
Totally agree. Right from the off, she just brought this energy to the team. So she came into inside centre, I think. Sophie Ross moved to fullback, and Ariane Din was subbed off. And unfortunately for Din, she wasn't having a great game up to that point. She took a head knock fairly early on. I think that may have put her off her stride. But yeah, Roberts, wow, she was just getting stuck into everything. They brought the whole team improved their handling and the accuracy of the passing, and it really went up several notches in the second half for me.
Yeah, I think there was some more confidence about them as well. Their passing, as you said, was more accurate, more speed, more belief. Yeah, it just was a really all-round performance in the second half from them.
Let's talk standout players then. I'll come to you first.
So we mentioned Roberts.
Said already Daisy Roberts, but I've got to pick a Hallam player out as well, actually. Sian Judd. Sian Judd was really, really good for Hallam. Unfortunately, they didn't pull it off, but I think she was really, really good. She's got a lot of pace about her. And yeah, she picked the gaps really, really well. I don't know if you've got.
She was a really strong runner. She was picking the holes, and every day, and she would just get into the next gear, put her foot down, and straight at that hole, and she would burst through it, and it would take a couple of people to find it. She was a real bright spark about the Hallam side.
She was very impressive. We're going to go live now to our pitchside reporter Tom Hill, who's with the captain of Uni of side.
So I'm here with the University of Sheffield Ladies Rugby Union team captain. First of all, congratulations on a very hard fight. That looked like it could go either way. You've been very proud of your team.
Yeah, no, endlessly. I mean, we knew it was going to be a tough game. We actually play with Hallam sometimes over at Sheffield Tigers, so we know lots of the girls, and we knew coming into this would be a really tough game. I'm just so proud of the girls. We went down early, but we pulled it out of the bag to come out with a win.
Yeah, I did want to talk to you about the fact that we do seem to be living through a golden age of women's rugby. I mean, the Women's Six Nations is coming up. I mean, I know when I first became aware of the Women's Six Nations about 15 years ago, they were playing on fields similar to this, but now they're filling out stadiums. Do you think this is a golden age, or is it just another day on the office?
I think the women's game is growing in every sport, and I think it's, especially in rugby, it's being seen less of a man's like a brute sport, and it's being seen that women can play it too. It's fantastic to have TikTok be sponsoring the Six Nations this year, and have it be actually have a title sponsor, which it hasn't had in the past. And we're even seeing like the Wales team they've got professionals for the first time this year. So it's great to see that these teams aren't amateur teams anymore. They're coming through, they're selling out stadiums, as you said, and we're actually putting money and funds and effort into women's rugby, which is just fantastic.
Just a few varsity questions then. Have you managed to see any of the other games today?
Yeah, so we were down here earlier for the men's ones and also watched the end of the women's football. We then had to head straight inside, so didn't get to catch any more. But yeah, it's been a great day to be in the black and gold.
It really has. And are you going to see any more of the varsity games going forward?
Yes, of course. So we're all going to ice hockey next week. We're also going to see if we could get into the EIS day as well. It's always varsity's just a fantastic atmosphere. I mean, I was lucky enough to be here back in 2019 at the last one, and it's probably going to be the number one thing I miss about being at uni.
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of the players, this would have been their very first varsity goals that we had last year. You're going to miss this. I wonder what's the future for you with rugby?
Well, I played before uni, so I will definitely be playing afterwards. I'm actually from back in Hong Kong, so I'll be going back there, training with my team, Sandy Bay, back at home, and just working away. The women's game is massive there because of the sevens, so yeah, I'll be keeping going, and I really hope a lot of the girls here keep going as well, because yeah, everyone seems to be loving their rugby here, and it's a shame for people to lose it going forwards.
Well, you'll clearly want to look out for it in the future then. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Tom. So obviously an excellent win for Uni of here today. Where would you say the game was really won?
So I that second half specifically, I noticed a couple of things that Uni changed and used really effectively, actually. So dropping Sophie Ross back to fullback, she had a really good kicking game on her. A couple of times she just spotted the space at the back, put the high ball up and gave her team time to chase it, and it was really effective. And every now and then it caught Hallam napping, and yeah, it was a real kind of pressure release that she could just take the pressure off her team in her own 22. And the scrum as well. I know, Katia, you noticed the scrum was really dominant, didn't you?
Yeah, the scrum was very dominant for Uni of. Every single time it seemed the scrum took forever because Uni of was so dominant in it. They had a really good shove on them as well. They advanced several metres every single time in scrum and really put Hallam under pressure there as well, and that just completely deteriorated for them in this half. And
with Captain Taylor Coates at number 8 coming off the back of it, wow, she can carry. That was something special. Just the scrum's going forward, suddenly she bursts off, and she's pushing Hallam back even further, and she really gave Uni some real go forward there.
Yeah, she can do everything, really, can't she?
She really can. She's let's just have a team of Taylor Coates.
So an excellent performance there, and well, that fixture rounds up the whole day of action here at Hallam Sports Park. What are your final thoughts on today's games?
Yeah, it's been a really good day. I'd say this one's definitely a better game of rugby for the spectator than the first, obviously with Uni of men being pretty dominant there. But yeah, it's been a fantastic day. The atmosphere's been great. There's still loads of cheering outside. Seems like it's a really friendly, competitive atmosphere. Really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it's been great. We've seen a huge variety of sport on. There's been football, rugby, lacrosse, cricket, all kinds, various cheerleading squads doing the rounds as well. So yeah, it's been a really good energy about the place today. The weather certainly helped, and it's just great to have Varsity back again after a 2-year break. I think everybody's really, really loved it. So yeah, it's been a great day, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Well, yeah, that concludes our coverage for today, but there is continued coverage next week across Forge Media heading into the ice hockey next week as the concluding action of Varsity 2022. Thank you two for talking me through rugby today.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you to you for tuning in, and that's all from us. Goodbye.